Hey there guys, it is Saturday, October 24th, opening day of muzzleloader season here in Oklahoma. Should be a really good day today. It's 45 degrees, it's going to get down to 40 degrees when the sun comes up. And then the high is just over 50. We've had this nice cold front come in. It was windy and cold yesterday. The temperatures I think were down in the 40s most of the day. Wind was blowing though, man, it was blowing. It's only about 9 miles an hour today, so it's not too bad. But these deer should be up and moving around, I hope. I'm going to be in the blind this morning. I'm taking off next week a couple days from work, so I don't want to go stomping all the way back to my tree stand today and leaving scent all over the place, because I want to hunt that really hard for maybe a day and a half or something like that next week. So I'm going to try to keep my scent away from the tree stand and just go into the blind. If you remember, I was in there with Katie here just not too long ago, bow hunting, and it was only 100 yards from the road according to Onyx, something like that. So I'm not too far off the road, but these deer come moving down through there in the mornings and the evenings, really all day long, just right off the road. It's thick down in there. There's a ridge that protects them from the road, so nobody can see down in there to it. It's just kind of a river bottom type of woods. But you guys already know that, because if you've seen the other videos, hopefully you've seen the other videos that have come out. You know, we're kind of new to this, getting our feet wet, having a lot of fun with it. Hopefully you guys are following along. Go to our YouTube channel, click subscribe, it really helps us out. Catch us on Instagram and Facebook. It's 6 o'clock right now. Sunrise is at 7:37. And I've got about another 15 minutes to my parking spot, and then I can just jump down in there to the blind right quick, and I should be in there nice and quietly today. It was kind of drizzly yesterday, so everything should be a little bit damp. Hopefully it won't be too loud down in there. Been watching the weather in up northwest Oklahoma where my parents are at, calling for a chance of snow next week. I think right now it's in the 20s, maybe 28 degrees this morning up there. Gonna be snowing next week. Man, I wish I was up there hunting. We don't get much snow down here in this part of the state. We usually get ice, if anything, and just a little bit of snow. So I'm hoping this year we'll get just a little bit of snow. You know, enough to keep people safe, but enough for, you know, kids to go out and enjoy it, us hunters to get out there and enjoy it. Hunting in the snow is probably my most favorite thing to do. But yeah, on the road, 6 o'clock, opening day of muzzleloader. Let's go get it done. I'll talk to you in the blind.
Okay guys, it's 8:30. It's been a pretty slow morning, still in the low 40s. Only thing I've seen this morning is one big hog. I don't know if it's a boar or a sow. Tried to get it on video, so I'm not sure yet how that turned out. It's only about 20 yards from me. If it would have been later in the morning or the afternoon, I probably would have shot it. But it was just shortly after the sun come up that it came trashing through here. Other than that, there hasn't been a whole lot of action. Just squirrels. Right now I can hear some blue jays back to the to the west quite a ways, making a ruckus. So hopefully there's something that direction that's walking this way. The wind this morning is still coming out of the north, which sets up good for this blind. It's just real quiet out here. Haven't even heard any gunshots. And with it being opening day of muzzleloader, I figured I'd hear a couple. I'm out here by myself this morning. Jake took a weekend trip with his wife for their anniversary. Barrett doesn't have a muzzleloader tag. I wasn't going to make him get up in this cold weather and come out and sit with me. Tried to talk my daughter into it. She didn't want to get out in the cold either.
Well, once again, just no luck down here at the blind. I may have to end up moving this thing, I don't know. Saw one pig, and that was all I saw today. There's not a whole lot of action down here. I thought this cold weather would have them moving, but it didn't. I'm gonna go to town, maybe watch a little football game, eat some lunch with the kids, and depending on what they want to do tonight, I may come back out here and get in the tree stand. If not tonight, then tomorrow. But for sure Tuesday and Wednesday, so I took off work. Chance of rain coming in, so I'm hoping if it does rain, it's just a little bit. If it gets too much, then my creek's going to get flooded. But anyhow, that's it for today. Not much excitement. But stay tuned. We're going to get on the deer. I guarantee that. Just don't know when. We'll talk to you later.
Good morning, guys. Well, I just got situated in the blind. This is October 27th. And we've got a big rainstorm here. A big cold front. But it's also raining quite a bit. Temperatures are in the mid-30s this morning. It's just now 7 o'clock. I'm in the blind today, trying to stay out of the rain, stay dry. I'm going to stay here probably till 11 or 12. Just depends on what I see. I planned on staying all day, but I've got to go pick up my kids from school. And I've got a meeting later on tonight with the rest of the team members. So I'm just going to stay here, stay dry. Hopefully I'll see something. Whenever I get done, I'm going to try to make it and check my cameras. Depends if I get across the creek with all this rain we've got. I'm not sure how much we got, but it's rained hard. All day yesterday, all through the night. It's not raining too bad this morning. But I don't know if you can hear it. It's dripping pretty good on the blind. It's drizzling pretty good. So I'm just going to hunker down, stay dry, and hopefully we see something. I'll let you know. Yeah, I'm right there. That ridge I was talking about is right here. And those deer will take that across this road. This is all hills and rocks and heavy, thick stuff. Goes all the way back in here. And I've scouted that and hunted it the last couple of years. Just never really saw too much. Seen a couple deer. I know there's a guy that hunts up in here a few years ago. And he said there's some really nice deer up in there. So I may end up, after all this rain gets done, maybe next weekend, next time I have a day off, come up through here with my bow and just come up here one day, scout all this terrain, find some good sign, maybe bring my saddle and set up on something and just see what I can find. So guys, it's 10:30. Still cold, about 34 degrees is what it shows. Had a few deer walk through this morning. Still pretty good rain. I don't know if you can hear it hitting the blind, but it's still raining pretty good here and there. It's kind of coming down in spurts. Keep hearing blue jays off to my south, so I don't know what's going on over there. It's over close to the field. This morning about 7:30. Technically legal shooting light. I didn't have enough camera light though. But even though it was legal shooting light, it's still so dark from all these clouds and the rain. I had 3 deer walk by the blind. I couldn't tell what they were. I'm assuming they were does. One of them looked small, so probably 2 does and a fawn. But they were right here by this tree, going from that way to this way. Only about 16 yards to that tree. But like I said, I couldn't tell what they were. I'm just going to assume they were does. And then about 10:10, I had another doe, a big mature doe. Kind of surprised me. She was off to my east, heading from north to south. Kind of not an area I didn't expect to see any deer over there. But I do have the window open. I don't know if you can see that big tree. I don't know if you can see that big tree right there. She walked right behind it, coming from that way to that way. She didn't stick around long. She was walking pretty quick. My guess is she was heading to the ridge that's south of me. The deer will get up on top of that ridge, and then they'll use that ridge to cross the road, go over into the thick stuff, which is real hilly and rocky. There's a lot of thick brush over there. I'm assuming that's where they're going to go and get out of the rain. I haven't scouted that area this year, so that might be an area I go scout, just to see what I can find. I did hunt it. I hunted there last year and saw a couple deer, but nothing ever close enough I could see what it was. I'm going to hang out here till about 11:30. And hopefully I can get something else moving through here late. That's gonna about do it for my Blackpowder hunting 2020. Pretty disappointing so far. Not all I had was there's 2 does that come up there close to me. And then whatever that other deer was that stayed back in the brush, I'm pretty sure it was a buck. Thought I saw some antlers shining in the sunlight. So it's disappointing I haven't seen a buck. I usually don't put corn out close to my spot I'm hunting. I usually just use that to put around the cameras so I get an inventory of what I've got. I didn't really put much out this year. In fact, I didn't put any corn out. I put some mineral stuff out that I got on sale. I don't remember what kind it was. It's a small bag. But I think maybe next week I'm going to bring a few bags of corn out. Set up a couple of my small portable feeders. Just so I can get a good sense of what we have out here. My fear is that one of these neighboring properties is doing a lot of corn or a lot of rice bran or something that's drawing these deer away from here and over to their areas. I did hear a couple gunshots tonight off to my east on the neighboring property. So, hopefully they have good luck. Hope somebody is. Just not hearing of a whole lot around here. It's one of those years. But I'm about out of camera light. In fact, I am out of camera light. I'm going to sit for just a little bit longer. There's about 20 minutes left of legal shooting time. I'm not going to shoot anything if I can't put it on camera. I'm going to sit up here and just see what comes through, if anything else. So, that's a wrap. 2020 muzzleloader season. Done and gone. We'll see you again with the bow in my hand.